Hello and welcome back. Carol here. Thank you for coming to my channel and viewing my pockets for my pocket project. I'm making a journal which is an inspiration journal which is full of pockets, different pockets, so that if I ever get a bit like, oh, what do I put, then at least I can refer back to my inspiration journal and be like, oh yes, I forgot about that one. I have made a playlist of all the pockets that I've made to date, so if you'd like to go and view that, if you haven't been able to follow along previously, then you can go and watch all the videos on the playlist. Now today's pocket, I've made mine to go into my inspiration journal with a 12 by 12 paper paper. Oh God, that's hard to say. I've made my pocket with a 12 by 12 paper. But I'm going to demonstrate it using an 8 by 8 paper because I'm limited with space here. Now you will need paper, not thick paper and not thin card. You'll need thin paper because we're going to be doing a couple of folds on it, and it's easier to do it with paper than anything else. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check that the measurements are square, because it does need to be square. So for me, I had to check that this was 8 inches wide and 8 inches deep. If you do it with 12 by 12, you'll need to do the same because sometimes they're just fractionally off. So we're going to fold it diagonally, and you're better off with a non-directional paper, but if you do decide to use directional, you'll need to just have a think about the positioning of it all. But if you wait until the end to see what the pocket looks like, then you can think about, if you're going to use directional paper, which corner needs to be folded. So we're going to fold it corner to corner, open it back out and fold it corner to corner the other way. Okay. Now we've done that, it's really quick and simple this, we're going to fold this point across to that centre fold that we made there. So I'm going to use my finger in there to just curve the paper round because it makes it easier to get to that point in the middle over there. And then I'm going to use my bone folder to just squidge that down to make sure that it's all nice and sharp. Then I'm going to fold that corner across to the middle as well, and again just use my finger to curve it round initially to teach the fibres to go where it probably doesn't think it should go, and then press that down with my bone folder. And then fold it in half that way, and again just squidge it with my bone folder. And I can see I've got a little bit of an overhang there, but I'm going to ink it up anyway, so that probably won't show, but I could trim it off if I need to. Okay, let's open it back out again. I'm going to put some glue across the bottom here. Got my big chunky cardigan on, it's really cold here today. In fact, it was so cold yesterday, I had to actually put my central heating on. Now, my glue does look orange because I've got a non-steel pin in my glue top. And, of course, it's rusted up, which I knew it would, but it was all that I'd got because I've lost my steel pin. So it still works, but it is a little bit on the orange side, if you can see that. Okay. And that is basically it. So if I was going to insert this into a journal, it's a wraparound pocket. So I would place a thin line of glue down that middle fold down there so that it grabs it on the side and on the side there. And in fact, here's my 12 by 12 paper pack that I did it with. So that's going to sit in there. Now what you've got is you've got a pocket there, you have got a pocket there, and you've got a pocket there. And of course when you attach it to the page, and you can glue it across the bottom here as well, you've then got a pocket here as well. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets on one side and 4 pockets on the other side. So there's lots of real estate there. And then obviously you need to decorate it up. I wouldn't decorate this part because we're going to put some things in the pockets here, and then we're going to put something in the pocket here, and whatever you put in these pockets here is going to extend up beyond this point anyway. So I'm just going to go and sort myself some bits and pieces out, and then I'll be back. So remember, this is my inspiration journal, so it doesn't have to be anything that is devastatingly beautiful. So what I've decided on is I'm going to use a couple of my leaves. This is a freebie on my Ko-fi shop, so I'll use a couple of those. And I've got my ink and page fussy cut flowers. So I think that one or that one. Let's have a look. So they're going to go there. Bit insipid, isn't it? Oh, that matches perfectly with the leaves. Okay, so we'll use that one. So I'm just going to ink them up. Bit of inky rinky dinky doos. Just to give them that little bit of outline and definition. Of course you don't have to, because remember this is your inspiration book. I don't want it to be, you know, massively decorated. I would like it to look pleasant to look at, but as I say, I don't have to go overboard on the decoration side of it. I think I need a new sponge. Okay, let's stick them in place. And as I say, I'm not decorating all of this up. Even if it was in a full journal, I wouldn't decorate that bit up. I don't think anyway, because it's going to be covered over by any journaling cards that you put in this these bottom pockets. Aesthetically pleasing, that was the word I was looking for. Right. Now I have chosen out my my bits, and I have chosen and picked out my bits and pieces that I'm going to put inside the pockets. So that's that on there. So I'm going to put this big one in the back up here. And I'm putting things like this in just merely to show how many pockets there are. So that again, when I come looking for, other way around, Carol. When I come looking for inspiration, I can go, oh, actually, that's got just the right amount of pockets that I need. So there's the pocket that we made. There's the pocket tucked behind there. And then there's that little pocket down there. Again, turn that round, Carol, I think. Have that, oh no, maybe not. Have it that way around. There we go. And then I'll do the same on the other side, on this side, and I'll add some bits and pieces in there too. Or I can just do a folded up version that's not glued down, and then I could add that in the back as a reminder of how I actually went and made it. So it'll probably go in that pocket in there. So yeah, that's today's pocket, and I'll be back on Thursday to show you another one. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye for now. Bye.